every single time I check my YouTube comments, I'm always getting asked the same questions. For example, I get asked, what tire size am I running on my Tacoma? What kind of lift are you running on your Tacoma? Why did you pick the TRD Sport over the TRD Off-Road? What kind of mods do I have in my Tacoma? Are you still a virgin? In this video, I'm going to be talking about all the modifications that I've done to my Tacoma. If you're new to the channel, my name is Gunnar, and if you like off-road content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get straight into the video. Alright, so check it out. So we're going to start off talking about the front end of my Tacoma. If this is the first time you're watching any of my Tacoma videos, this right here is my 2017 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. And the first modification that I'm going to be talking about is the headlights. These aren't the original headlights that my truck came with. This is what my truck looked like before I replaced the headlights. Check it out.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
Now that's a pretty big difference, right? Now these headlights here are the original Tacoma headlights that come on the 2020 and up model Tacomas. And honestly, this right here has to be probably my favorite modification I've ever done to my Tacoma because, I mean, look at that. You guys saw the difference. These headlights look so much better than the old ones. Let's take a closer look at these headlights. Check it out. Woo! Oh, these headlights look so good on the Tacoma. I'm telling you, if you guys don't have these headlights on your Tacoma, I would highly recommend you guys get them because not only do they look really good, they're also really bright at night. Look at that. That looks so good. Now moving on to the grill, this one right here is the TRD Pro grill, but this is aftermarket. It is not OEM. And the only thing bad that I can say about this grill is that it stains very easily. So these are the stains that will just not come out. I've tried wiping them down. I've even tried polishing this grill and those stains will just not come out. I don't know what this plastic is made of, but those stains are there to stay. The only other thing that I've also noticed is that the gray paint on these letters, it's fading. You guys see that? I mean, if you look up close, it's pretty noticeable, but if you stand from a far distance, I mean, you can't even tell. And for the price that you're paying for this aftermarket grill compared to an OEM grill, I mean, that's a pretty big price difference. I'd rather go with the aftermarket one. A couple stains and some faded letters never hurt anybody. The next thing that I want to talk about is my light bar. Now, this light bar here is by Lasfit, and honestly, for the price of this light bar, it's a great deal. Not only is this inexpensive, but it's really bright at night. So if you're looking to put a light bar on your Tacoma without breaking the bank, make sure you check out this Lasfit light bar. Another really cool thing that I like about this light bar is that it's slim. There's other light bars out there that cover up this gap, and I honestly don't like the way that looks. I like the slim look like this. Maybe it's just a personal preference, but I think this looks better. My fog lights are also by Lasfit. These are LEDs as well. These are super bright. So if you're looking for a really bright light setup, this right here is the way to go. Doesn't get any brighter than this. Now moving on to my suspension setup, I do have a Rough Country 6-inch lift on 35-inch tires. This is what my front suspension looks like. As you can see there, the Rough Country skid plate. So on a 6-inch lift, you are able to run 35s without it rubbing. Let me show you. So as you can see there, no cutting, no rubbing marks, nothing needs to be done. Over here, same thing, no cutting, no rubbing. It clears them. A 6-inch lift clears 35-inch tires. So now you know. Alright, so the tire size that I'm running is a 35, 12.5, 18. And the offset on my wheels is a -12. That's what the offset is on these. So my Tacoma fits in my garage by like, that's about, I would say that's about 1.5 inches or so. So it barely clears it. I don't know exactly what the height is of this garage, but if you have one of these standard home garages, then your Tacoma with a 6-inch lift should fit in there. Barely, but it'll fit. I'm always getting asked if I tune my Tacoma or if I change the gears on it after lifting it 6 inches. And no, I did not. My truck has original gears and it is not tuned. It is completely stock. Another question that I get asked is if my Tacoma rides any different after installing a 6-inch lift. And no, it does not. It honestly feels the same. I don't notice anything different, honestly. The only difference I notice is the road noise of the mud terrain tires. That's it. That's the only difference I noticed after installing a 6-inch lift and 35-inch tires on my Tacoma. It doesn't feel any slower. It feels the same, honestly. Now moving on towards the middle of my truck, I do have these side steps here that I purchased on eBay for like $135. Super cheap. I do plan on buying rock sliders in the near future, but for now, this is fine. Now let me show you some of the modifications that I've done to the inside of my Tacoma. Alright, so this is what the inside of my truck looks like. So as you can see, the most obvious modification has to be this Hot Wheel Tacoma that I super glued on top of my dash. So this Tacoma here was blue, and I ended up buying some touch-up paint to match my truck, and I ended up painting it. But what do you guys think? Look at this. Woo! But other than that, there's not much else that I've done other than put some red stickers on here to make it pop out a little bit. The other modification would have to be this shift knob, this TRD PRO shift knob. I ended up replacing this one. Let me show you the original one that the car came with. Check it out. I mean, look at the difference. It's a pretty big difference right there. Down here I have the LED light bar switch. This is pretty much all that I've done to the inside of my Tacoma. I really like the way the red looks with the color of my truck. What do you guys think? Now moving on towards the back of my Tacoma, the first modification that I want to show you guys are these taillights. Now these taillights here are the original OEM TRD PRO taillights. And the reason why I replaced them was because I accidentally hit a wall. No way! No! These are the ones that I had on before, and as you can see, it's a pretty big difference. Not only did I break my taillight, but I also scratched my bumper cap. Look at that. Oh, man. But anyways, as you guys can see here, these have like a clear lens to them, which actually looks really good, and I really like the inside that it's black. You guys see that? So, I don't want to say I'm glad I hit the wall because it hurt, but if I would have never hit that wall, I would have never bought these taillights. So I guess I kind of am a little bit glad that I did hit the wall, even though this hurts. Now the next thing that I want to talk about is this rough country tonneau cover. Now this tonneau cover honestly looks really good. Like I've seen some really crappy tonneau covers that look horrible. I've been having this one for quite some time now, and so far it hasn't really faded too bad, and it looks, honestly, it looks really good. Look at that. The only thing that I don't like about this tonneau cover is that it dents very easily. Look at this. There's a dent right there. And then there's another one in here. Look at that. But, I mean, it's still pretty tough. I can obviously stand on it. It's not going to break or anything like that. I was actually able to set up a tent in the back of this Tacoma on top of the tonneau cover. Let me pop a picture here on the screen. That way you guys can see what it looks like. So I was able to do that, so I would say it's still pretty good. The next thing that I want to talk about are these Gate King tailgate adjusters. Now these are perfect if you own a dirt bike because it gives you the ability to adjust the tailgate in different positions. Let me show you. So as you can see here, it's locked and it ain't going nowhere. Look at this. It's on there tight. So now this is perfect because most dirt bikes are longer than 5 feet. Having these adjusters definitely come in handy because you can load your dirt bike and you can also load other things in the back without having the fear of them flying off. So I would definitely recommend this to anybody that owns a dirt bike. This is what the tailgate adjuster looks like, and there's different positions. So right there, that's one position. Let me see if I can move it up a little more. That's another one. And I think that's it. I think that's as far up as it goes. So, I mean, it's not too bad. Now, the last thing that I'm going to show you has to be my all-time favorite mod that I've done to my Tacoma. Get ready for this one. You're going to like it. It doesn't get any better than this. A baby Tacoma to match with the big Tacoma. This has to be my favorite all-time mod that I bought from my big Tacoma. But that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for making it this far. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any other questions that I didn't answer in this video, make sure you DM me on my Instagram. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Until next time, Gooner, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.